All right, we have a gold 3 Kiri now. Feel free to yourself. Feel free to join the Discord, as well as I'm going to be doing a 24-hour stream on Doomfist. As soon as I hit 250 subs, it's going to be fun and miserable. I have like 1.5 hours on Doomfist out of like my 4,500 to like 5,000 hours on Overwatch. So it's going to be fun and miserable, as well as make sure to check out Zuxi. So let's talk about your positioning to begin with. Not the biggest fan of like kind of positioning right here. You did see that there is like a Junkrat and a Reaper, so you don't really have to worry about getting one tapped. So you can kind of like get some shots off. All right. I don't hate that at all. I would prefer you though to like kind of cleanse first and then get out, because I mean, kind of leaves you a little bit more killable if you don't cleanse that. So just keep that in mind. Cleanse first and then TP out after. A little bit of a mechanical issue right there. I mean, honestly, not the biggest fan of you like kind of watching your Moira right there. Ignore your Moira. Look who needs healing. You gotta kind of pay attention to your tank right there. Throughout this whole entire time, I don't think you really even like focused on the tank at all. So yeah, unfortunately, both those deaths are kind of on you. You had the time to heal them, as well as the Casty. Unfortunately, though, he decided to repeak that, but you could have healed him as well. But instead, you kind of like looked for some damage. Okay, I thought you were gonna die because I thought the Reaper was going to chase you down, but unfortunately the Reaper decided to for some reason turn around after killing. I guess he didn't see you. Most of the time though, you're kind of gonna want to like just die, to be honest, because if you don't die, you're kind of gonna be feeding, especially if you're getting chased down. Fortunately though, the Reaper for some reason decided to not chase you down and instead turned around and you're able to get out. Just keep that in mind. It might be better to die and reset with your team rather than kind of trying to get out on your own, because sometimes if you die, it's going to be a massive stagger and it's going to cost your team quite a bit. As well as right there, you saw that the Diva was low right there. You should have just kept healing her, and then like you see the oncoming damage coming on, maybe you can cleanse her in time. Probably would be a little bit hard to predict. Cleanse though right there, not really much of a reason to cleanse there. Your Diva was fine. Okay, not really a whole lot to talk about. A little bit dangerous, kind of sitting right here. If Orisa decided to javelin you, more than likely you're dead. But thankfully though, you are good. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's really all you really could do for TPs. Best bet probably would have been just to keep backing up. Yeah, kind of predicted that was going to happen. That's all right though. Just keep looking for a little bit more heals. You're honestly kind of like doing a little bit too much damage in a way, and I mean that's kind of rare. Also as well, when you're in an Overwatch match, you should totally get off your phone and keep going forward. How many people are on their phone in there? Okay, I could have swore I saw some other people AFK in there too. All right, let's talk about that real quick. Now you saw the Reaper was coming straight at you. Take some shots off. When he ults, take one more shot, cleanse yourself, TP out. Instead, you kind of tried to like climb the wall right there. It's probably like the worst decision, the second worst decision he could have made. First worst decision is probably just shooting him or back up like that. Cleanse yourself first. Speed up right here. Thankfully though, your team was actually able to clutch that. Thanks to your Diva, Moira, and Cassidy. Alright. Yeah, right here, honestly, you can look for damage. Just try to pay attention to what's going on over here and see if you need to, like, go and help. Ooh. Nice try, nice try. Nice shots on the Juno, though. Helped kill her. That was good. A shot on the Junkrat as well. Oof. Nice job, though. Oh, wait. Okay, there he goes. I'm not the biggest fan of you kind of like sitting out in the open. Actually, I think you're kind of back a little bit, so you're fine. But just keep that in mind. Don't like, if you are going to be sitting right over here, don't like kind of position right in front of them like that.
Thank you.
I necessarily wouldn't like recommend it. Because, I mean, if Orisa decided to javelin you right there, if Orisa gets a javelin on you, there's a good chance that you can die, especially the higher rank that you get up. You get javelined, good chance you're going to die.
Let us end this. I'm dark.
But yeah, honestly, like, you can sit like right, let's say you're trying to fight the Juno, sit like right here a little bit, and then let's say like you get low health, all you gotta do is like walk right here, Juno's out of your LOS, and you're fine.
Pain is inevitable.
All right, not really a whole lot to talk about right now. Okay, a lot happened in a short amount of time. Even managed to get 2. Junkrat got 1. See Junkrat's up there. Oh my. Okay. Let's talk about that real quick. So okay, so you're right here and you watched the Junkrat walk into that room when you TP'd. Why did you decide to walk into the exact same room? If you would have walked in, if you like any higher rank, you would have walked into that room, you are dead. You gotta pay attention to that, man. Holy. You had so many indications not to walk in that room, though. You're all good, though. All right, a little bit of like a kind of like a little bit of a trick right here, though. So you saw that your Cassidy was ulting, and as well as your Moira was kind of healing there a lot, so you're kind of fine. Now, what you can do is honestly, because as a support, you're gonna have to do this sometimes, is just body block for your team. So, for example, if like you have a Junkrat on your team and he's ulting, and you got somebody shooting at him, sometimes maybe you can just like walk right in front of the Junkrat while somebody's shooting at him, maybe cleanse yourself and just see if you can like kind of stagger a little bit and see if you can get your Junkrat out, as well as your Cassidy ult right here. Wait for javelin spin. You can either tank it yourself or try to cleanse. Either or works, but your Cassidy probably would have been able to get the kill or get the kill on Orisa. There's like a pretty decent chance. Let's also talk about that real quick. That was pretty interesting, I want to say. So I'd prefer you to use your ult to take action rather than to react with it. You kind of reacted with your ult right there, as well as you panic cleansed way too early. You got a time when the Orisa is going to ult. Is a little hard to do, but it's possible. As well as, I mean, just honestly cleanse so your team can back out. Not gonna blame you for D.Va getting demeched right there. That's on her. Nice pick on the Mercy. I give you credit for that. Okay, so you hear the Junkrat ulting. You hear that it's somewhere way over there. Honestly, your best bet is TP over to your team right now. Look for the Junkrat trap and cleanse when you need to. Oh no. Please say someone destroys it. Oh no. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. That is brutal. Okay, so TP first. You heard the Junkrat was somewhere right over there. Look where the trap is, then cleanse. I do respect the attempt to cleanse it, but a little bit way too early on the cleanse, and unfortunately all 3 of those people died on you. Thankfully though, none of them decided to touch cart for like a whole 3-4 seconds, so thankfully you're probably going to be able to retouch again. they got off guard again. Okay.
Tactical visor activated.
This game is pretty interesting so far.
Forming me.
Nice double headshot.
Satisfactory.
STP out.
Under my protection.
Join me. Join with me.
Group up here.
What else is new?
Group up.
Not really a whole lot to talk about right now. I mean, it's just overall cleanup. Honestly, nice work on the recapture. Wasn't bad at all. That was definitely like platinum gameplay right there. That was good. Might as well speed up right here. It's not really a whole lot going on. Okay. I do like that you're getting out some damage, but I would kind of like try to pay attention on what's going on over there though a little bit. All right. Yeah, not a big fan of that cleanse at all. On top of that, once again, I was kind of like watching the health bars of your team right there. Honestly, if you would have just been able to TP to your diva right there, cleanser, walk back right here, be able to heal her, maybe get a little bit of damage and then keep healing. I think honestly your diva probably would have survived it. Yeah. Unfortunately though, I don't think she's gonna survive that. I mean, you had the chance to TP. Honestly, it's probably best that you didn't TP at that point though. You got to pay attention to your tank a little bit more. I have noticed that like quite a bit of times you've kind of let your tank die, which could have been preventable. Also, I don't even know how you headshot that Juno. That looked like you shot her straight in the chest. Nice work though.
30 seconds. Careful, we're outnumbered.
All right.
Helden sterben nicht.
Good job getting the damage out. Good job taking the high ground. You notice that nobody's on the high ground. You can take advantage of that.
Activating self-destruct sequence.
Nice kill on the Juno. Honestly, your best bet though right now is kind of like, I guess, TP back to the Cassidy right there and try to help out your team as much as possible, because I don't think you really are like 100% aware right now of what's going on right here. That team fight could change at any moment. Reaper almost has his ult. If Reaper hits a fat ult right here, everyone dies. I mean, honestly, it's good that you got the pick on the bash right there. Really impressive. But I would have 1000% preferred you to go back and kind of help out your team a little bit more right there.
The breeze brings
Honestly, you're doing a lot of damage. And I like that you're doing a lot of damage. I like that you're getting the damage out. I like that you're getting the picks. But the number one thing that I have noticed about you is that you're doing a little bit too much damage. And you're taking a little bit too long of like off angles and everything like that. A little bit too long of like flanks. You're kind of going off doing your own thing. You need to help out your team a little bit more. You need to heal a little bit more. You need to peel for your tank a little bit more. It's just overall, you're kind of costing your team. I mean, I know that you're having fun, but I honestly don't think your tank's having a little too much fun either. Or I don't think your tank's having too much fun. And because of that is because not really getting healed a whole lot.
Attackers incoming. Escort the payload.
Enemy doors ahead.
There's like, I think out of all of the times Diva's got demeched as well as like has died, I think every single one of them could have been prevented besides for one. Maybe two. Right? Honestly, I don't mind you taking the off angle like this. A little bit risky walking across right here. Just be ready, like, as soon as you see the Orisa, like, javelin. Because in Platinum, Orisa sees a Kiri walking right across here. You get javelined, hit against this wall right here. Probably dead. If somebody decides to follow up on it. Nice job contesting the Moira though. You definitely know like the basics of how to play Kiri, and I do like that. I definitely do like that. You know the basics of how to play Kiri, but unfortunately though, you're not really healing your team enough.
Group up here.
You're not really assisting your team. You're not really peeling for your team enough, as much as like as a support should. Nice.
over.
That's exactly what I want to see, though. Cleanse yourself. TP out.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Let's talk about that real quick. Normally, I wouldn't try to challenge a Hanzo, even if he's bronze. I wouldn't even try to challenge a Hanzo. Now, the reason why I say that is because Hanzo can one-tap you in the head. It doesn't matter what rank it is. One lucky headshot, you're dead. Especially if you're that close. Wow.
Come on,
Okay.
Shimaba.
I mean,
I'm restored.
if the Hanzo would have just tried that, at least like try the shoot there, you were probably dead. So yeah, keep that in mind. Don't really challenge a Hanzo as Kiri. One tap to the head,
Group up with
or
me.
one shot to the head, one shot to the body. You're probably almost insta dead.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Right. Nice pick.
I'm here.
Your carry is here.
Not really a whole lot to talk about right here. Kind of sitting out in the open a little bit. Would have preferred you kind of like a little bit like more chilled back, and like right here probably would have been a little bit better.
How's the hunt?
Thankfully though, your Widow kind of popped off there and just dropped everyone. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to touch. You guys actually had 3 people on car, unlike the enemy team who could have capped like but they decided to not have anyone on cart for some reason. That was very, very interesting. Okay, so first off, let's talk about everything that you need to work on. So cleanses need a little bit of work on. Now, I'm not against you self-cleansing when you're taking an off angle like that, but I have noticed there is a few times where you are kind of like panic cleansing or just cleansing a little bit too early, and it's kind of costing you your team a little bit. And I can definitely see that's kind of where you're not winning games, as well as just overall healing your tank. You need to heal your tank a little bit more. Like your tank could have been prevented like so many times. Deaths or just DMX could have been prevented like so many times right there. But you kind of like stalled, staggered a little bit, didn't really care what was going on for your team, and you're kind of playing for yourself, which necessarily isn't bad, but you're playing for yourself a little too much. You can't 1v5 and win like that. You need to assist your team a little bit more. Honestly, I'm quite shocked because most of the time I'm telling players who are especially in gold to look for more damage, but honestly you're looking for too much damage, honestly. So yeah, I mean, just kind of heal a little bit, figure out what's going on, peel for your team a little bit more. I definitely can see that's what is costing you, because I mean, honestly, you're not playing bad. You know the basics of Kiri, you know how to play Kiri. You just need to peel a little bit more for your team, as well as, I mean, just hitting your kunais. Your kunais actually weren't that bad. A few times there was a little bit of a mechanical issue. Not bad though at all. And I think with time you'll just be fine. As well as just cleanses. I mean, your swift steps were, honestly, your swift steps were basically like really good. I only caught like a few swift steps that were like, probably could have waited a little bit longer, or probably could have done something like different, but not bad. Your swift steps were not bad. Overall, I hope this helped you out, and I will see you later.